Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to artist Aurora from Norway. We're going to watch her perform in late 2017 at a concert in, I'm probably mispronouncing the name, but it's Nidaros Cathedral in Trondheim, Norway. So this is a rather large city in Norway. Performing to a sold-out audience. She's got a band behind her that's really more of an orchestra. There's a choir, an organist, and a harpist. And it was broadcast by NRK, Norwegian Broadcasting Corporation, on December 28, 2017. I thought it would be good just to take another look at this artist because we've been really impressed with what we heard at what was basically the start of her career when she had one release out and then she did the 2015 Nobel Peace Prize concert and got a huge acclaim for that. And so I thought, okay, so this is about 2 years later, a little over 2 years later, so we can see a little bit of a progression here. This song that we're looking at today is called Little Boy in the Grass, and I do believe it's an original song. Adrian, do you have any thoughts on this before we start?
Well, I enjoyed the other two Aurora videos that we've seen before, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
Very good. Okay. Well, let's just go right into it, and then we'll talk about it later on. What do you say? Okay, here we go.
About the little boy I found in the grass. Tired soul, as he told me, he could hear the children wanting to pass. Sounds of laughter in the air, and still today you hear them. Finally we are over it all. Finally we are over it Let them run from the violence. The world is way too cold and bright for their eyes. Little boy runs beside them as he takes their hand and jumps to the sky. Still today you hear him. Finally I am over it all. Finally I am over it all.
Well, Aurora seems to be quite immersed in the music, apparently unaware of the audience or anything else going on around her at the time. And this would be a great way to focus on the not on the size of the crowd, but on the music itself and what one is doing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Although I do believe that she is very much attuned to the musicians around her. And that's a pretty good size group of people there. It looks like 5 string players, so 5, like a string quintet, I guess, if you count the big double bass. She's got the electric guitar player, a harpist. She's got, I think, 2 separate people. No, is that one? I think it's 2 separate keyboard players playing Nord instruments, by the way. They keep coming back. And one's got a Mac laptop running things, most likely, and a drummer, who's mostly playing with mallets, his bass drum and mallets on the cymbals and things. So pretty large ensemble. Oh, yes, and then the 18-piece choir. I believe there were 18 of them. A big production, but sounded great. Perfect venue for it,
Yeah.
Nice big cathedral.
Yeah, her presence on the stage is very, I guess I could describe it as magical, enchanting. As she sings, she could easily be an elf casting wonderful spells or something, the way she presents herself and everything, as far as the visual aspect goes, if that makes any sense.
It does. It actually does. Yeah, I can see that. And I think
a lot of people have referred to her as like a forest pixie or something, and I really wanted to avoid saying that because I've heard that so many times.
That's funny.
It is kind of true.
I hadn't heard that one, but that's funny. There's something about those Nordic countries, Norway and Sweden, I know. You go up a little higher and the woods are just king, up there. And there's a lot of folklore that come out of the area, and maybe it's just all the snow and how it sparkles, in the moonlight and on the sun. I don't know what it is exactly, but yeah, I think she does have kind of that feel with her music, and it is kind of magical sounding music. So
yeah, and also just the way she moves her hand around and everything, it's like she's painting a picture or something.
Yeah,
you sort of get that sense when you watch her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. For sure, yeah. It's a. She's one of those artists where it pays to actually see what she's doing. Well, very cool. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. Folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this particular song or this artist? Let us know if you've seen her. If you have any suggestions for us, leave those below. We may just come back to her at some point. And then, otherwise, let us know if you went to a concert, and what that was like. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us on this, and we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See y'all later.